Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Last time, we defeated the Omega Griever, and we are going to be fighting our way back up through the Great Mines, trying to get out of here. As far as I am aware, I believe I've now unlocked all of the upgrades in this game. So, presumptively, we should be able to access any power-up or location within the entire game now. Which does make me feel a lot better. So these things are still stuck. Acquire power from the energy converter at the lowest level. This is what we are looking for, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so maybe we don't actually have to do much fighting our way back up. I think we just made the elevator work. Alright, well that's nice and easy. But there was an area on this floor that I did want to... Oh. Okay, never mind. We're not going that way, I guess. Hey there. No. So I didn't even have to fight you or anything. You were just fine.
Hey there, stranger. You didn't think we were dead, did you? Takes more than a couple grievers to bring us down.
Yeah, it's our golem friend.
You did good, kid. All that training paid off.
Thank you, sir. Me? I thought you were up top. What happened to your arm?
Status required assistance.
Hell yeah.
Attacked by grievers. I regret I could not be more helpful. My body sustained.
I love how Mackenzie and the other one just didn't even bother showing up. Mackenzie makes sense since he is, you know, an engineer by trade.
Let's get a move on.
Takabi's probably fine now.
I hope Takabi is okay.
All right, knuckle up.
So if I had to throw out a wild guess, it would be that this is where it's going to prompt me that I have to, like, go and find the pieces for the golem mech.
Rieger, you...
Corporal. It's good to see you.
Ugh, you're so...
One of the things I've always thought's kind of funny in sci-fi is how robots always have clearly robotic voices. And we've already passed the point technologically where robots require
Loud and clear, Sergeant.
robot voices.
We found the key.
Alright, so first thing, Fury Green. We can do that.
Unfortunately, I require maintenance.
Oh, you're in luck. I'm running a special on bot repair. Come on back and I'll fix you up.
We'll keep
Okay.
that along.
So, one thing I know for sure that I want to do... Mackenzie, I'm talking. Yep, okay, fix the mech. Gotcha.
You found all the teleporter keys. If we can fix the mech, we can break down the force field around Chrono Tower. All you have to do now is find the missing mech parts and send them my way.
Yes, Mackenzie, I know.
Also, how you doing with the hunt for green energy crystals? Don't forget to bring the green energy crystals.
So, I know that one of the things I need is a power bomb to get the mech part here. So, we need to go do that. And if I come across any of the green energy crystal, like big deposits along the way, I could try blowing those up. Since I have assumed for a while that they would be like the primary source of most of our late game green energy. Can you be any more specific? Strange electrical, strange chemical, strange readings in the sense that you really don't enjoy this author's, like, I don't know, writing style. What the hell? Okay, it ate the mech part. Alright, so we're gonna have to go fight that. Guess we're going straight into another boss fight. Yes, I saw that happened. It's fine. I'm on it. Alright, gonna have to make sure we scan this.
That creature just swallowed a mech part. Don't let it get away.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So what exactly is the plan here? The tip of the tail can be destroyed by physical impact, killing it. Okay. So the goal is probably to go at it laterally. And then... No, okay. My first thought was to try sliding into it. Okay, it really doesn't like when I come at it laterally. I don't even know if this is the right thing to do or not. Okay. Let's try going this way. Whoops. Yeah, we're not catching up to that. Where are you at? Okay. So I try to go in a perpendicular line to it. Immediately turn around. Get closer. And... No, I'm just not close enough to do that. Okay. Is this the better way to do it? Okay. What if instead of going laterally, I try to go just around it? Okay, and then I can just get behind it. Okay. I you. I have been scanning. Okay, that's fine.
Trying to get some information by scanning.
See, Mackenzie? I have been scanning. Stay close, and we can get a lot of hits off on it. Okay, that was a lot of hits. The behavior has changed, I think. No. I don't really think I'm doing much to it, though, is the problem. So far, its health bar hasn't moved at all, so... I'm not really sure... There we... Okay. Got it. Alright, so my initial idea of sliding into its tail was actually correct, but... if we can just slow it down a little bit with this, it makes it easier to sneak up on the tail. Got it. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. We now have a strategy. Okay, and go. This thing is a real pain in the butt. Alright, I think... Yeah, the lateral... There we go. Lateral avoidance is still consistently the best, I think. Alright. No? Okay. I thought it had flopped over to do something different. It had not. Cool. Let's fire. Okay. Perpendicular. And... boom. That's basically half its health down. Okay. Slight change in behavior. More than half down. That's pretty easy. Cool. Yeah, this guy's just having a really bad day. He should probably leave. Like, clearly this fight is not going well for him. Okay, that's fine. Slow it down. Boom. I got this. Okay. Keep hitting. Boom. Alright, he wants to do one last charge, huh? Whoop. And... let's get him. Boom. Alright. We got Varmus. Nice. Ew. Another mech part secured. I am a hero. Perfect. We now have 5 of the 6 mech parts. And I believe we saw the last one. I want to say it might have been like over there at the ice belt. I think we should also visit the Falling Labyrinth Shrine while we can. Hello. Hello. Cool. Let's go. Oh, wait. No, this is the one we already cleared, isn't it? Yeah, this was the one with the magnet ball, which I already cleared. Okay. So the only thing I didn't do was take off the marker. Remove marker. And this is where I had also put a marker. Perfect. I think it was up. I think it was up by the ice area where I saw the mech part, like the last mech part, just kind of sitting on a ledge. So we're going to make a nice trip there. And hopefully along the way we can come across at least one of those big old green energy rocks, because I would really like to see just how much you can get out of those. This looks like where the gondola is. Yes. What? What? What are you talking about? Okay. Okay, so you actually can moat the power bombs as well.
If you're not sure where to go, you can always call in an FB.
Interesting.
Radio command on the map.
Okay, that was a lot of green energy. How much did that actually help? It looked like that helped a lot. Okay, if I had to guess, I think that these boulders are like the primary way to get the rest of our green energy. So green energy seems to be like a completely renewable resource, but there are just some ways to get it significantly more efficiently. So if I check now, yeah, every one of those is putting out a massive chunk. Okay. Okay, so not here. So not there. It looks... Oh! Hello, gentlemen. I think all of the big green energy boulders that I've come across were all around, like, the outskirts. So, if I just go around the outskirts, I can probably find more. I would be quite pleased. Oh yeah, 2 boulders next to each other. That is fantastic. Cool. Cool. Was the mech part maybe here in the Fury Green that I somehow didn't acquire? No, definitely not there. We're still not quite completely full off. Oh, this is... How did I not have those scanned? Legitimately, how is that possible? Alright, well, we're going to work on getting some more green energy, checking around, trying to find mech parts. I know we got the mech part there. So where else are mech parts? Hey, can you give me any advice? We do get a cutscene. What are you burning for fuel?
Samus, please, join me. Make yourself comfortable. This belonged to my father. We used to sit around a fire just like this, telling stories. He always spoke of Solon, Are you familiar? Solon sits atop the sky. Solon provides equal light to all. Solon is always watching over us. That is why we must not bring shame to Solon.
Kind of cool to have a more religious
I have made
figure.
mistakes, many mistakes. But through Solon's light, I find balance.
Yes, I
Thank you
have.
for indulging me. I've missed these campfire stories. Samus.
Ooh,
have you
sweet.
seen
Missile
some of the pieces
expansion.
of the
Thank you,
Federation
sir.
base that were teleported here? I believe this will be of use to you. Please take this.
I like that guy. So I know that at least one mech part was in the little side areas right before you enter into one of the zones. So that seems like a good spot to double check. Whoops. Nice. Ooh. Wait, oh, how the hell did I miss this? Electrifying lock on the lower part. Okay. Wrong shot. How did I ever completely fail to notice that that was there? Like, that is genuinely impressive that I failed to notice. Viola was an epochal invention. Metallic fleets sprint over land with great power. They cross the sea of sand, carrying us in the blink of an eye. Starting with the Viola, we created many inventions. An era of development supported by technology. We call this duration the machine era. Development eventually overwhelmed the supply of nature. At this rate, resources would be depleted. With this thought, we determined our farewell with the machine era. To preserve the existence of Euros, our world. I don't know how I never noticed this either. Like, it's not... Is it even possible that I actually never scanned that somehow? How could I have failed to scan it? I've scanned everything. Religiously, meticulously, this entire game. Okay. Oh. That only opens from the inside. Okay. So, no immediate sign of a mech part there. We're just going to take a little bit of time. We're going to circle around a bit. See what we can find. Okay, here's another one. Cool. Yoink. Cool. I still don't have the slightest clue how we are supposed to actually get enough green energy to completely fill up those bars. It's a genuine mystery to me. I'm also surprised that I've never just gotten another suit. Okay. So I'm almost 100% certain that I had done that before. Yeah, this is just a lore statue. Okay. So, what am I missing? Clearly, I am missing something. Mackenzie commented something about a sand geyser even after I had killed the big fishman thing. What if it was not a mistake and there actually was something out here in this empty stretch? Not that I can see. Ow. Hello, bird. Is it possible that there is something else here that I hadn't acquired yet? Let's see. Oh. Okay, this is another Denzium transport. This is a grapple node. Okay. From here, maybe down, around, and then up and over. Ooh, powerbomb expansion? Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, that is very useful to have. So I think we can safely assume that this one has been fully explored. I really don't know. I haven't found any other mech parts. So I do wonder if the intended thing to do right now isn't just to... Well, no, I was just wondering, like, maybe the last mech part is inside the Chrono Tower shield? But that doesn't quite make sense, since I'm pretty sure we're building the mech so that we can get past the shield. If I had to throw out a wild guess, that guess would be that Mackenzie is going to be able to point me in the direction of the mech parts. But I could be wrong, but I don't know. Maybe he can give me a clue or something. Was that enough green energy for the next level? Yes, it was. Okay. So that gives me another excuse to return to the green thing anyway. No more sign of any big things. I'm also still missing the Super Thunder Shot. So I'm assuming that there is at least one shrine that I haven't seen yet. Which is weird, because those things get marked on your map really easily. And there's no way that there's a stretch of this map I haven't explored enough to get something like that marked on my map. So, what am I missing? What am I failing to notice? Something somewhere eludes me, and I don't... I mean, I'm not even at 70% items collected, so obviously a lot of stuff has eluded me. Ugh. Ugh. I'm glad that this game is teaching the important lessons, though. Like how green energy is very dangerous, and we must never rely on it. I could have sworn I saw the last mech part somewhere, though. I just don't know where. Hello, gentlemen. Please don't bother me. I have no interest in you. Cool. Thanks for that. Hey, guys. All right.
I think so. Yeah, I do.
Okay, there is one... Okay, there's one mech part in the flare pool. I just looked. Hey, Mackenzie, how's it going? Well, that's good. You doing okay there?
I believe Specialist Mackenzie will be able to fix my arm.
Hey, doing good there?
Never underestimate an old war dog. In times like these, our strength truly shines.
Well, I mean, I'm really more of a bounty hunter than a warrior. Yeah, like 99% of my jobs are just, you know, go find that guy who skipped bail. So, I mean, it's really not that impressive. How did I lose? How did I lose the green altar? Cool. Woohoo! Alright, let's see what we can get here. Uh-huh. So, what do you give me for this? Oh, green energy crystal finder. Fuck you. Come on. Really? Really? Why couldn't that be, like, something it gives you, like, halfway to upgrade 1? That is so dumb. Ugh. Oh, well. The important thing is that we can go to the flare pool and get the last mech part. We don't need to go into the Chrono Tower today. Because I still want to scour the world and grab all my various scannables. Woo. Okay. Alright, I just looked and the Super Thunder Shot is supposed to be Rings of Thunder or the Falling Labyrinth. Did I seriously just never go back to the Rings of Thunder shrine? Ever? How is that even possible? Still, it genuinely feels insulting for the game to give me the green energy crystal finder at this point in the game. Like, that actually just feels like a dick move. Seriously feels like a dick move. Like, yeah, of course, green energy crystals. You worked so hard to find so many of them. Now get back out there, you loser. That's how it feels. Also, no, I'm not seeing green energy crystals on my map here. I hate that damn thing. Like, does that look like green energy crystals are marked on my map to you? Because it sure as hell doesn't look like that to me. That's just so annoying. And at this point, I pretty much just have to wonder if, like, the actual intended way to do this is to spend, like, I don't even know how long, but to spend, like, I don't know, 2 to 4 hours just running around collecting these damn things. Seriously, those things... Oh, great. Okay. No. Green energy crystals are marked on my map. They're on my top left map. Yeah. Yeah. You see how the entire thing is just a ring of green now? Yeah, that's what it thought would be helpful. That is not helpful. That is just honestly kind of depressing. Okay, so somehow I had never done... Oh, I remember when I walked in here. Okay. Right. So these were... All pylons are electrified simultaneously. Alright, it was that simple. That's all it took to open up this shrine. Hopefully there is an absolute metric ton of green energy crystals down here. Well, the radar doesn't work on those. At least, I guess, if I have to scour for extra green energy crystals, at least I'll be able to know where there are ones I haven't gotten lately. Anyway, here is the Super Thunder Shot. So that is the last weapon upgrade. Nice. Let's give it a look. That's pretty sweet. I also don't know if we ever saw the charged ice shot. That's pretty cool, too. And then the charged fire. Okay, so the charged thunder definitely has the tightest beam. Cool. Alright, to the flare pool we go to get the last mech part. I am going to operate under the assumption that the Chrono Tower is the last area of the game, and that going there is like a point of no return that I can't come back from. So, under that assumption, we are going to end today's episode once we have access to the Chrono Tower, but before we go inside. Unless Mackenzie says something that makes it very clear that, oh, we're about to go to the Chrono Tower. Are you sure there isn't anything else you don't need to do or something? We're going to leave once we either have access to it or it becomes clear that gaining that access will lock us out of other things. And then at that point, I am basically on my own to do, realistically, probably 2 to 4 hours of scavenging collectibles and scans with the aid of maps. Yeah, we might as well stick with motorcycle for now. So we need to go to the... bridge. Hey, buddies. Hey, you guys want to knock that off? Along the way, though, we do have... I think I remember seeing it. Like, just a big old mech arm hanging in the middle of a room. Very, very obvious and conspicuous. Yeah, just for the sake of... Just for the sake of safety, let's go ahead and drop a save first. Cool. Ugh. Excuse me, gentlemen. Cool. So I'm assuming that for missiles. I like getting missiles. Okay. At Lava Lake Bridge, use your super missile to destroy the large stone slab. Oh, the one down here. Okay, no. So I've probably never found this. Okay. So the last mech part actually was in an area that I've never been. No wonder I didn't have any memory of it. Whoops, wrong shot. Okay. Hello. What's in here? Hello? Please stop flowing. Ooh. What have we... Okay, that is another one of the flingy spots. Ow. Okay. Interesting. So there's an expansion over there. Okay. So we basically have to freeze that, get over there, and then bomb and get our expansion very quickly. That is what I think is intended. Yeah. Okay. So I think I understand the intended path. What I don't know is if I missed it with that last ice shot, or if it just naturally unfreezes itself after a while. Let's observe. Okay. Okay. So... So what am I missing here? Or is there something up here I'm supposed to be doing? Ah. Okay. There's a big thing over here. This'll probably fix the problem. Does that stop the lava flow? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Because I really wanted that power bomb expansion. Nice. More power bombs is very high priority. Perfect. Alright, now mech part. Mech part, mech part, mech part, mech part. Okay. Oh. Yes. Okay, that's the mech part. Oh, it's a boss. Okay. This enemy I know is on the missable scans list, which is not surprising. Let's read about it. The behemoth is a giant arthropod that lives in the caves of the Magrada volcano. Its body is covered in a layer of mineralized skin that neutralizes all firearms, but its 4 eyes, which are directly connected to its brain via delicate nerves, are vulnerable to damage when open. It is aggressively territorial and will attack anyone that gets too close, either by rushing them in an attempt to ram them or through a variety of fire-based attacks. These attacks are fueled by the behemoth creating a flammable mixture of air and its own bodily fluids, which it can then emit either a mist it ignites by striking the ground to create a fiery ring, or as a series of firebombs expelled from its 3 mouths. Okay, that's pretty cool. We're doing pretty good. Alright. Kind of want to see what happens with the charging. Alright. Okay. Okay. There we go. So far, he seems more disruptive than dangerous. Okay. Okay, 1 eye down. Okay, the eyes are probably going to be harder to get as it goes on. So let's see. There we go. Okay. There we go. That wasn't too bad. More importantly, though, last mech part. Okay. That is all mech parts required. You know, I had some definite concerns about this game when I started. Like, oh boy, the game throwing Mackenzie at you basically right after the tutorial is the opposite of a good first impression. But the more I played it, the more I have absolutely loved this game. It is absolutely a glorious continuation of the Metroid Prime series. But I still don't know how or why Metroids are just attaching themselves to people like mind control parasites. That is not a thing that Metroids do. And at no point has that been explained. And yet, despite that, like, all the bosses we fought except for the Omega Griever, all the big act bosses were suffering from Metroid parasitism. It's just weird that there's been, like, no attention drawn to that whatsoever. Like, so far, it kind of feels like if I was playing Metroid Prime and every boss I scanned mentioned how, like, it was infused with Phazon, but then also there was absolutely no reference to Phazon anywhere else in the game. It would be like, what is this? Where did it come from? What does this mean? I do wish I had more context for that. I still don't know anything about who Sylux is, or where Sylux came from, or why he's my rival, or what he's after, or why he's after it. You know, it's just really unclear. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm kind of hoping it'll be explained in the last act, but honestly, at this point, who knows? Yes, I am aware of that. Okay. In all honesty, the scanning did in fact lead me to find this this set of rocks. Like, this is actually huge. This is 3 super rocks all right next to each other. That is massive. Like, those 3 alone... Okay, those 3 alone filled up like 1/10 of my energy gauge, which is honestly kind of depressing. Oh my god. Guys, just leave me alone. Come on. Just leave me alone. So the big deposits are in fact marked by different symbols on the map. The regular crystals are just those small green dots. But those larger deposits were definitely marked more like a diamond shape. So before I head back, like, I'm worried I'm going to get there, and then Mackenzie's gonna be like, oh, yeah, we got the golem working, but we'd need, like, a bunch of green energy to fuel it. And then I would just have to end this episode awkwardly being like, oh, great. I need, like, a bunch of energy. Obviously, I'll go do that on my own time, but... if there's actually a significant number of large deposits out here that I haven't found yet, that the crystals can lead me to, I might actually be able to just knock out all of the green energy fairly quickly. I don't have super high hopes for that, but, you know, we'll try. Basically, I'm just going to go around the outskirts of the valley real quick. And we're going to try to look for icons indicating larger deposits of crystals. Because while I certainly can fill up on just the little ones, that is legitimately like an hour or more of effort. I would imagine, at least. Like, the whole green energy thing is a genuine point of real critique for this game. It's just, it's not good. It just isn't. Really not finding any more of the large deposits out here. Small deposits. I mean, I always knew that the overworld wasn't just completely filled with giant green energy crystal deposits. But I did hope that they would at least be... No, actually, that's not fair. They've legitimately been about as efficient as I could have hoped for. Oh, okay. Looks like we got the big icon on the map. Yep, there's a big deposit over here. Ooh, okay. That is a big hunk of rock. Okay. Oh my god. I don't have time for you, man. How are we getting fresh scans of sand grievers at this point? Okay, cool. Let's go. Dude, would you knock it the hell off? Thank you. My god, you guys are jerks. Alright, so this is probably real late game mode. What can you tell me? In the last of our days, we were 13 survivors. Having deciphered the prophecy at Chrono Tower again, we learned that the Chosen One will come from outside. But when? We could not afford to wait. With the aid of the Master Teleporter, 12 of us left Viros to find the Chosen One. I remained behind, for it was my duty to protect the Master Teleporter. For security, there were 5 keys to the Master Teleporter. I entrusted the 5 keys to those worthy of being guardians. They would be protected, given only to the Chosen One. All that is left is to await your arrival. It is impossible to know for certain if that day will ever come. And yet, I believe. I pray for your safe arrival, Chosen One, so that I might be here to greet you myself. Wait, so 12 of you have already left Viros? So, best case scenario, there's one dude here. That doesn't seem like a great situation. I will say, legitimately, as disappointed as I was by it, Having the green energy crystal finder is actually very helpful. It's just that it could have been very helpful earlier in the game. Like, there's no reason that these deposits were hidden from my awareness until now. Like, that didn't contribute anything. Being able to know where they were would not have enabled me to get them any sooner. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe the intended way to get up there is boost off of this ramp. It would appear that that is correct. Okay. Yep, just grab some of this lovely green energy. Cool. Alright, that was another big success. If the green energy is required to power the mech, then I genuinely don't know how you would speedrun this game. Well, I mean, I've seen plenty of speedruns where there were things even more tedious than that, so... I mean, I can't pretend that it wouldn't be done, but... It would mean that there would have to be just, like, an awkward go around the world looking for stuff part in every speedrun. Or they'll find, more likely, they'll find some kind of an exploit that lets them just completely break the entire green energy thing. If there is a green energy exploit, that would make me happy. I see a mark of another large deposit on my map right over here. Large deposits are marked from surprisingly far away. Cool. Oh my god, guys, calm down. There. So my next guess is to check around the rocks encircling the Chrono Tower. See if there's any large deposits around there. Once your eyes get used to looking at it, it is not too difficult to differentiate on the map and figure out where large deposits are pretty quickly. I don't think I see any. Well, now there's definitely too many to differentiate. A little bit lazy, isn't it, to just put all of them... Have I been here? It seems a little lazy to put all of the green energy rocks just along the outer walls. Oh. Okay, I somehow never found that there's actually a legitimately really convenient save point just sitting out here. I kind of wish the game had actually directed me to this. This is very easy to miss. How are we with the green energy situation? We're not even half. We're not even halfway up that last rung. Alright, but I have spent my good chunk of time here. We're just going to head into the Fury Green, and I really am guessing that Mackenzie is just going to say, we need green energy for the Golem mech. And that's going to make me very sad. And then I'm going to look up if the big deposits of green energy respawn and what exactly the conditions might be for green energy crystal respawning. And then I will feel more sad. But you legitimately, you could have cut the amount of green energy you need for these upgrades in half. And it still would have been a slog. Very, very weird design choice. Ugh. Also, I'm not exactly sure how the Golem mech helps get me into the tower. Like, unless it's just gonna punch a force field or something. We really have never established anything about what the Golem mechs can actually do and how strong the force field is. Like, we really haven't established narratively a connection between those two things. It's a little disconnect. It's a little disjointed. But that's okay. I'm going to have to spend so much time getting my various power-ups and stuff. There do not need to be grievers in this room. Okay. Yep.
Samus, you found the missing pieces.
And you got repaired too.
The mech. She is good to go.
Excellent work, Samus.
With the mech repaired, we'll be able to destroy the force field around Chrono Tower.
Yeah, we're gonna want to be careful with that. Just saying I had to get a little creative with those repairs.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna have like 33.3% repeating of force probability of success.
Before we can leave, you'll need to
All right,
secure the
and that is where we're going to end it for today. Join me next time on what I am almost completely certain is going to be the finale of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and in which I am assuming that I am going to be at 100% completion, which is not too bad with the scans, since we've got most of that stuff, but is definitely going to require getting a lot more things because I am only at 68% items. So, yeah, we're probably going to be at 14 hours of playtime from the next episode. Oh, I can't wait.